Hello, everybody. It's Tim here again. Have another review. This time for the final episode of Chucky Season 2, Episode 8. This episode, it skips I believe a few months after the ending of Episode 7, and so we're a little bit ahead. We're in Christmas time here, which a Christmas version of Chucky could be really fun. I'm surprised they haven't done this in a movie, or you could do an entire season of a Christmas themed Chucky type show or whatever, or a season of this show. But yeah, you got Chucky who's coming back. Yeah, there's another. You find out he just switched bodies with the old lady or whatever, knocked her out as she was running off with him, and it jumped into her body, and she was in the Chucky doll that Andy shot, which is kind of really silly because there's no way he could have jumped into her body that fast, that quickly. But overall, though, we got Chucky back. Jennifer Tilly has put. They kill off Glenn and Glenda. Glenn was already kind of dying, but they also kill off Glenda, the female version or female the child or whatever. Which I'm surprised they actually killed off both of these two and they had them combined back together and put them back inside the Glenn doll, which was kind of interesting because I liked hearing Billy Boyd's voice come back out of the doll. It was cool to have him back now that they're fused together again. At the same time, though, I'm surprised they killed off both these characters. I thought they would probably kill off Glenn and maybe put him back in the doll, but the fact that they killed off both of them, the actress who played Glenn and Glenda, she was solid in this season. Now she's just gone, so there's kind of disappointing. I felt like they could have done more with her in another season or whatever. But yeah, she's dead. And then Chucky comes back, and he's going after the kids, of course, for revenge. And Tiffany, still in Jennifer Tilly's body, is heading there to the kids' house as well because they got a Belle doll that she has to transfer into a Belle doll for some reason. They never really explain it. But Chucky's heading there. He's got a chainsaw, and he goes down in there and saws the mom in half of Lexi, which is the best death of the entire series so far. Really cool. And then Lexi grabs him, slings him down on the ground, and she beats him to death. And he claims he's the last Chucky, and he wants Tiffany to help him, but she doesn't, and Chucky gets killed. So Tiffany runs upstairs to try to get the Belle doll, and she's just wanting to leave. And the kids stab her multiple times, but not enough to kill her. It didn't look like anything lethal, and she's trying to just get out of there. She doesn't really want to kill the kids, but she's trying to get out of there. She even Chucky even talks about wanting to kill the kids, and she's like, "No, Chucky, I'm not going to help you kill these kids." Almost like she's trying to turn over a new leaf now. She's Tiffany's, or the Tiffany character has always been one that's kind of wishy-washy. She kind of floats back and forth between evil and not so bad. Here they're kind of trying to do the same thing again, where she's like, "I don't want to hurt these kids or whatever. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to help you do this, Chucky." But once she gets upstairs, though, she actually takes the little girl hostage, who's the younger sister. And this is when you get the big twist here. Don Mancini tries to throw in random twists every few episodes or whatever to kill off people you don't see coming. That's gonna try to surprise you. And also just try to throw things in for twist's sake sometimes, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Here, this one felt kind of forced. You get the girl in here who's the younger sister of Lexi. She's kind of autistic or whatever, and so she's like, "Chucky always told me that Mom wasn't my real mom, and you're not my real sister, and that this random woman who looks like Jennifer Tilly was going to show up one day, and she's my real mother." It's like, what? That feels so thrown in and unearned. It's just there just to be there. And Tiffany, puts a knife to the girl's throat or whatever because she doesn't want to be arrested. I don't really buy that she's going to take this kid hostage or whatever after she's trying to turn over a new leaf. And then on top of that, Tiffany starts running away to get away from the kids and get away from the police, and she takes the little girl with her. Now, Tiffany's trying to do better here and trying not to be as psychopathic at least, and she didn't want to hurt the kids with Chucky, so why is she now taking this little girl hostage? It doesn't make much sense. Or why does she take her with her? I can understand maybe having to have her as some kind of human shield just to get out of there, but why does she bother to take her with her at the end? And she runs off to Times Square in some city or whatever, and the Nika character is after her now, trying to hunt her down for revenge. And then you got this scene where Jennifer Tilly's dressed up more like the Bride of Chucky version of Tiffany, and you get to see her big boobs sticking out, which is there if you'd like to see that. And she's got the Belle doll laying down, and she's gonna possess it. And almost the Belle doll raises up, wipes off his face, and it's Chucky. He had an extra doll put up. And on one hand, it's kind of funny because it's Chucky coming back. On the other hand, it's pretty silly. And overall, this season has been pretty much a sequel to Seed of Chucky. It's Seed of Chucky 2. And it's not been as bad as Seed of Chucky. It's not as over the top as that movie. But at the same time, it's also because these episodes are shorter than a full-length movie. So it's not as much stupidity and camp in your face. So it's more watchable. And Chucky raises up, he runs at her with a knife, and that's when the episode ends. Overall, 2 out of 4. This was okay. It was an okay episode. Overall, in terms of this season as a whole, it's been a lot weaker than season 1, which was not great, but a good average season of a show. Overall, this one, low 2 stars for the whole season, just kind of passable. Season 3 will have a chance to rebound and do better, but overall for this one, not that good. I'm not sure where they can go with a season 3, to be honest. But as far as this one goes, low 2. Mediocre to okay entertainment-wise overall. But as a whole, just kind of meh, passable stuff. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again.